All right, second graders, today for math, you are going to complete, this is our very first Check My Progress, and you are going to complete the front of this page almost all by yourself. Mrs. Murphy's going to help you with the top because it's going to be a little tricky, and we're going to do that in a few minutes, okay? The top is checking your vocabulary. Do you understand your vocabulary words? Yeah. And when we cut out our vocabulary flashcards way at the beginning of this chapter, you guys sent those home, and hopefully you've been practicing those at home. And if you haven't been, it's okay. You can still practice them. Down here, you will do this by yourself. Okay, you're not going to ask a friend. You can't ask Mrs. Murphy because I want to see what you know. You are going to count backwards to subtract. So Carson, are you going to go forwards or backwards? Count, listen again. Count back to subtract. Backwards. So you're going to start at the bigger number, put your finger on there, and hop back that many times. So if I start at 13 and I hop back three times, 1, 2, 3. Lewis, what would be my answer? 10. Good job. So you are going to complete this bottom by yourself. Does everybody understand? On the bottom of this page, you have to subtract. You're going backwards. Okay? Now, on the next page, oh, this kind of copied funny. Sorry about that, guys. That copied really funny. But on this back page,
You have a back page?
on the back page, at the top, you are going to subtract. And if you need to use your rulers, you can use your rulers. But these are subtracting 0. So whenever you subtract 0, your answer is always the number you start with. So 6 minus 0 is 6. 8 minus 0 is 8. 7 minus 0 is 7. Whatever you subtract 0 by, that's your answer. Now, these are subtracting all. So Brooklyn, what is 8 minus 8?
8.
Wait a minute.
What? That's 16. No, that's...
You have 8 and 8 are... You have 8 and 8 are gone.
0.
0. So whenever you subtract all of it, if the numbers match, John, if the numbers match, your answer is going to be what?
0.
0. So right there the numbers match, right there the numbers match. So I know my answer is going to be 0. On the bottom, or on this one, you're going to use your doubles or near doubles to subtract. So we're subtracting here, guys. Mrs. Murphy's going to see if you can subtract your doubles or near doubles. Use your ruler if you need to. At the bottom, this one says, test practice. What double subtraction fact has a difference of 9? So what Mrs. Murphy wants you to do is find, actually, you know what? This one's going to be a little tricky for you for right now. Why don't you nicely, can you guys on the back of your page cross off 23? So you don't have to do 23. Capiche? Okay, so just do, you're going to do all the way through 22. You'll cross off the bottom. Then you'll hand it into math. You'll put your, Brooklyn, not right now. She's listening to directions. You'll put your blinder away and then you'll go to your math center, okay? Now, before I show you the math centers, we're going to do our vocabulary first. So, when you get to your desk, Libby, just wait a second. Thank you, because she wants to listen to the directions so she knows what to do. Then she can pick a prize. On this, you can copy on off Mrs. Murphy's cover touch, because we're going to do this as a whole group. And if you're paying attention and you're following directions, you'll know to copy this. So you are going to complete each sentence. Here are my choices. Count back, subtract, and difference. All right, I'm going to read the first one. And I want to see if you guys can figure out which vocabulary word are we going to use. You can blank by taking a number away from a greater number? Good job. Okay, if you have your hand up, can you nicely say it, don't shout it.
Subtract.
Yes, you are right. So on number 1, you guys can just copy off Mrs. Murphy's Clever Touch. Number 1 is going to be to subtract. I love how you guys are paying attention. And I'm going to make it really big, Tyson, so that you can see it, and I'll move in just a second, okay? I know, I'll move. It's probably because I'm in the way, Tyson, I think. Right? Mrs. Murphy's kind of in the way. Okay, so we'll put subtract. Okay? Now, on number 2, the number you have left after you subtract is called the...
Great.
Raise your hand if you know. What is it called? Wyatt.
The difference.
The difference. So number 2 would be difference. And then number 3 has to be our last one, which is count back. Let's make sure we're right though. Let's double check. You can count back on a number line to help you subtract. Does that make sense? Yeah. So number 3 would be count back. Okay.
What happens if we run out of room, Murphy?
You just, if you run out of room, it's okay. Just right underneath it. Yes, Lewis?
Like, you see, like, these are colors. They're like color pencils.
Yeah.
But when you go like that, they grab a new paper and put it there.
They kind of do. All right, now, I will put these back up here in a minute, but I have to take them off to show you your math centers, okay? So I will put these back up so when you go to your desk, you can write those in. But I have to show your math centers first, okay? Did you have a question, Annie?
You have to tell Libby what she wants to know.
Okay, well, in just a second, okay? Okay,
She already did it.
now.
Yeah, she already did. Oh, yeah.
Yeah, it was just Eli. Yep, it's okay. All right, after you get done with this and hand it in, you put your blinder down, and then the gray Carson and Tyson, you'll be at one side of the table playing the bump game, where you're adding your doubles, okay? Charlotte and Corla, you'll be at the other side of the table. Blue group, Ellie, Libby, Briley, Brooklyn, and John. You are gonna work on this sheet, and it's gonna be over on that side counter. However, you cannot work with a partner until everybody has their quiz done. Capiche? Okay, because we're gonna keep our voices at a 0 until everyone's done, and then when everyone's done, then we can move our voices to a 1. And I'll let you know when everybody's done because I'll see all the blinders down, okay? At the back table with Mrs. Murphy, doing corrections if we had any, and then our number scroll will be Raylan, Eli, Ingrid, and Addie, okay? And then on the purple rug, working on IXL, all the E's and F's that are highlighted, and maybe your K one is the pink group. Well, LEA is gone, so this is what I like to do sometimes if people are gone. Lewis, Aria, Wyatt, and Kinsley. Okay? Question, Aria.
I'm almost done with the E's.
Awesome. See if you can do the F's now, okay? All right, Brooklyn.
Can I confess that?